Hello everyone, Krydax here. Welcome back to our Pure Angels playthrough. We are picking up exactly where we left off. We had just finished setting up gray boards at a rate of 30 a second, and it looks like I need to set the filter on paper for this to work, and then we should see our first, well, not our first, we've already made probably millions, tens of thousands, somewhere in there, gray circuits, but we should see them in a more, what would you call this? A more fast fashion. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Oof. The good news is I can just do this, and it doesn't matter that I screwed up and forgot about 9 copper wire per second. Whoopsies! Alright, but that should do it. And then, as always, we kind of need a weird, like, one of these kinds of things. Otherwise, it just doesn't work out right for a full 30 a second. Because the inserters can't always get it exactly on the belt at the exact right time. So, good night, Archcraft. Have a good night. Enjoy the sleep. Alright, so this is just flowing in. Oh, look at that. Just like infinity gray circuit boards. So we've got that done, which is beautiful. And then we're going to do red circuits as well, which will be probably a slightly larger build here. But thankfully we can still just use the 3 things we've imported, and we won't need any extras. So I guess I'll start with the output red circuits, just to kind of... So let's see. We'll do space, space, maybe one more. We'll go max beacon range for the output. And we're going to have 20. So 10 is that long. 20 is that long. Do I want to do a block or a row? I think I'll just do a row, actually, in this case, because we need 20 for the red boards anyway. So we will do a similar... I think I'll do a similar story. I don't know. Gosh, this is so hard to decide how to do all this, because we've got 3 ingredients, which is kind of annoying. So I'm going to need 2 belts. Or I could do direct insert from the red boards plus a full belt, maybe here. That's not bad, actually. I like that. So this will be red boards. If I can remember Angel's components? Yeah, there we go. Red board, red... Oh, no, sorry. I forgot there's 3 steps. This is red circuit board. All the rates are fine with 1 inserter. Now I check, because it doesn't matter. Totally forgot to check that last time when it did matter. Okay, so then this has resistors and solder on it. So since solder is one of them, we should probably be coming this way. And then the output red boards will go on this bottom belt. Okay, and then we need power for all the things. Power for all the things. You go on one side of the belt each. Bam, 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 bam. Copy all that. And we got ourselves some good stuff. Now the next thing is going to be the red boards to go into the red circuit boards, which is half as many. So I could pretty easily do a direct insert again. The problem with that is we're going to have a beacon row here. So I got to leave room for a beacon row if I want to be good about beaconing later, which maybe someday we'll get to beacons. But, so we got to leave that. And so this can be red boards, and this is red boards coming in. Yeah, so paper is how much for red boards? 15 a second only, so that's not bad. So that's paper in, red boards out, and this will be red boards into red circuit boards. Beautiful. And then... Hey, Ghostified, how's it going? Thank you for the 100 bits. Unfortunately, beacons are very, very, very far away, so we will not be seeing those anytime soon. Alright, so there we go. We got ourselves... no reason... Well, is there a reason? Hold on. Oh, the copper cable. I spaced on the copper cable. And this is where we need 45 copper cable. You know, I probably... Oh, wait, I can't move this up, because then it's too far away for direct insert. I might have the copper cable come in from both ends, actually, and just do this. So that's for 10, right there. And then something like that. And so that should give me something I can then copy and flip this way. So half of 45 is 22.5, so we should be okay with that. Bacons? Ooh, a couple bacons. Yes, now that's my cup of tea right there. My, oh, I can't power up everything. Sad day. So now I'm going to need way more power poles than what looks good, and they're going to be, like, right next to each other. You know, it's weird when you're pasting a blueprint that has power poles only. It still doesn't show you the power network. Always felt like that's strange. Maybe I should line these up. That'll look a bit nicer. I'm out of power poles, by the way. I am out of power poles. Okay, so then finally we need paper up here. And then we have to deal with the transistors? Resistors? What are they? They are resistors. Resistance is useless. Okay, so paper. And then we need the belt of ingredients coming in here. So, paper's already coming in. We left room for beacons. So now we need a new row of things. Oh gosh, I'm out of assemblers too. Let us go back and refill on things. What's up, West? Welcome back. Back we go to the base. Back we go. I should probably do some more research. I've done a lot of the research that really matters at this tier. There's still a few more things though towards the end. Like all the plastics stuff and the bio stuff. And electric boilers actually I can get towards. So that's kind of nice. Gas processing, sulfur processing 3, chlorine processing 1, and then nutrient extraction, which allows you to get nutrient pulp, which can make fuel oil, which if you have Bob's power enabled, fuel oil is a really powerful fuel that you can use for power. Sadly, we don't have that, so fuel oil is pretty useless as far as I know. I think you can use it to make solid fuel. Yeah. You know, so you can use 50 fuel oil to upgrade 1 Coke to basically 10 times the amount of fuel. You can also use it to make synthesis gas, I guess, if you crack it with steam. And that's it. Those are all gray, non-existent recipes. So, who knows? Let me get more stuff. Why are my inserters not happening? Are we... Now, hold on just a second. We should have lots and lots and lots of iron. What is going on here? What is with our iron sheet coils? Nothing's happening in any of these things. Wow, like legit nothing. What is... Oh, it's just the stone still backed up? It is... Oh, right, I broke that. Right. Well, I didn't break it, I just never fixed it. So I guess maybe you would call that breaking, but... Shoot. Okay, well, we have to go fix that before iron will start back up again. Let me at least get the things I came here for. It was kind of convenient. I needed to get rid of that stone. What else do we need here? I think we're pretty good on blocks. Maybe a few more of the regular frames. Tier 1 frames. Oh no, I totally didn't fix the one yellow belt. Thank you for reminding me. Where is that bad boy? He's along this iron line somewhere. I think multiple people noticed it. There it is, slowing everything down. Okay, not that it matters right now, but it will matter eventually. Okay, I think we're mostly good here now. Yay, we got our red undergrounds built back up. Hey, Banana, how's it going? Okay, so we need to go fix this thing. Just go there. So what happened is I don't remember what episode I did this in, but I set the whatever this thing is to be the same as the Coke thing, and the problem is it's over... Wait, what? No, hold on. What did I even do with this? If anything's over 48k. Okay, so we made that copyable for other resources. And then this should be adding to... So if we connect up the network here, we should see, yeah, 3, station ID 3, priority 1. So stack threshold's 40. So this should be the first place trains are coming to get crushed stone. Weird. So why are they still going here? That's priority 5. That's why. Ah, sheesh. Yeah, okay. Sorry. My brain was computing if I wanted to try to automate that being a higher priority or not. I don't. So I need to reduce the priority of this other one back down to 0. Because in my head, I was fixing a problem by doing this, setting this one to 5, because I was like, oh, now this stuff will actually... Because my base was stopped up because this stone wasn't running. The problem is we just have too much stone right now. We need to change this back down to 0. We have too much stone. I also just created another problem, which is this train can't go anywhere. Now, what are the odds we get in a big train crash right now? So far, so good. Okay, I think we managed to not train wreck horribly. Go team. Okay, so I fixed that. That means crushed stone should start leaving here again as we need it. Hopefully. Yeah, and we're going to keep using a lot of crushed stone, which is good because of all the stone brick. So it'll finally get used up. Yes. Okay, so back to red circuits. Back to the reddest of all circuits. We'll just park in a stacker here. Doing a 100 times research cost vanilla run. That is a lot of research. But yeah, vanilla research costs are pretty low, so 100 doesn't actually feel insane. You know, now it'll probably take a pretty sizable base to get one slow research at a time, I'm sure. But it's not so much that you need like a mega base to get one research. Because what does that put a lot of researches at? Like 10,000 science packs? So, yeah, that's a lot. I mean, you kind of need like 10 science per second or something for that. If you're really wanting to get researches done at a reasonable rate. Okay, so now we are into the last stages of building this. We need a few for wires, and we're going to have 2 of those belts coming in, one from the right, one from the left. Now this is going to be taken up by beacons eventually, so the copper wire will come in here, and here, and we're going to... That works out nicely. Gonna have it come back around like that. So that'll be the copper wire. And we will balance that to make sure, because that balancing is kind of important for this. And this will be, again, it's called cable, not wire. How dare I? And I need 5 of these, which is not very many. They each have an output rate of 12, which is bonkers. It's legit 3 inserters worth. Okay, so far, but close side of the belt. Close side of the belt. Wait, how many inserters do I have? 15? So I should pretty much have 4 on each thing. 4, 4, 4, and 3. Should work out fairly well. 240 labs isn't cutting it? Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Yeah, 100 times is pretty painful. Maybe I was a bit too, I was underestimating how much 100 times really is. That is a lot. Okay, so that's connected. So we do need the cable input. What did I leave room for? Yeah, that's fine. Cables, we have the extra one here. Okay, so now that can run. What's the rate in? 3 per second. That just looks good. And now we need more cable and paper combined to make a bunch of resistors. We need 2 more. And this only makes 15, so we should be able to do one of these bad boys. So that'll be the cable for that stuff. And then we need paper. Paper's already going to gray. Where does paper go here? Paper goes... whoa! Cyclomactic! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. good to see you all. We are currently designing a giant red circuit factory, which is always a good time. So, yeah, red boards look okay. And what have you been up to? I'm imagining playing some Factorio. And it's exactly 15 paper into each of these, so the numbers work out in my favor. I can just split paper off here, and then we can pretty easily make the resistors with that. And I'm going to go up here to make resistors. Hard crafting and power overload. Oh, that sounds rough. We were talking about that on my Discord the other day, the power overload stuff. That seems pretty tricky to me. Wait, what? I shouldn't have clicked on this. I still have to make this. Okay, so 10 factories. Making resistors. Bam. And then this stuff can move down a little bit. Okay, so I guess if it's exactly 15 of each, we should be fine to just put them on the same belt. According to the laws of numbers, we should be able to do this just fine. And 1.5 of each, I believe, blue inserters can handle. 2 different items always slows them down a little bit from the rate you see there, 4.44, but I can trust 3 still. Yeah, exactly. Because of physics, somehow, the items will work. Okay, so we'll get these powered up. The other thing I love about power poles that go one space farther is you can power inserters on the other side of an assembler. And that little quality of life feature is so nice. Where do these go? Oh. Wait. Yeah, no, they go in here somewhere. Oh, they go on this belt. This belt right here. Okay. I keep doing this. I keep having inputs on the wrong side because my solder is going to be coming from the other side. Hey, yeah, no worries. I always raid and run too because I always have to go do something else. So thank you so much for the raid. Very much appreciate it. I guess the beacons can actually go down there when and if I ever get them, so we can belt the resistors this way. Okay, so then finally I just need 15 solder coil, which comes from one measly assembler cutting solder. It's basically instant. This thing by itself is 18 a second, which is just bonkers. What I might actually do, given I don't need it in multiple places, is just directly insert the solder coils to the machine. And then we need exactly 15 a second, so I should be able to just use a regular loader. And then that'll be the solder that we need. And then finally the ingredients are here. Things are definitely getting a little spaghetti-y here, but it's like clean spaghetti, you know, it's some good lasagna. Yeah, so we'll open up a gap so we can meet the solder with resistors right there. Oh yeah, I forgot you can prod that machine. That's pretty great. You know, they are some long-reaching undergrounds. We ended up getting a mod that we didn't originally plan to that made them quite a bit longer, which I don't actually mind now that we're using it. It's a small quality of life improvement. Definitely makes some more belt stuff possible. Yeah, long story. That is an understatement. Holy cow. It really is a long story. Okay, good. Everything is running again. That is very good news. Very good news. Not quite as much copper as we want. That's probably due to not enough sorters. Is that still the problem? Yeah. I should get some more sorters. Maybe that's what I should do next, so this stuff can catch up a little faster. But I believe it's all set up. Do I have any wire coils to test? No, I have 0. That. Because I would like to see this in action, but we can't until the copper wire shows up. Because there's a decent chance I screwed something up, as usual. It is very likely. So what did I say I was going to go do? Something over here. Oh, yeah. Sorters. More ore sorting. So ore sorting requires the production block 2s, which we actually have a few of, but we're going to need some more. Let's see how many I could make right now. I can make 11. Oh, that's actually probably enough. I'll make 8. And get those placed. Those are over here. Beautiful. I love all those little S-curves that the train does. Whee! Okay. So a couple more sorters should be good. I think probably 2 more on each. Color type, whatever you call this. And then this needs to be an underground, that needs to be an underground. And then I need to paste it again. Okay, so now that should get me up to 24 copper a second, which is much, much, much better. Lead, I don't think I'm going to need that much because that's really only used for solder and batteries. Crap, I forgot. Batteries eat lead for breakfast. And then we need some extra stuff there, some extra power poles, and I think that's good. Okay, and then finally a couple more for iron. Always need more iron. Get that cleared out. Did I do that right? Yeah, I think so. And we'll do 2 more so we get the full effect here. Uh-oh. You know, they don't connect to anything. That's a bit of a problem. So we're gonna need like a little connection point there. Alright, that should get me quite a bit more. I mean, we just doubled our iron. Increased our copper and everything else by 50% more. Magic item appearance. Oh, that's, I assume you're talking about nanobots. They construct... They're like little construction bots, but they are single use, so you have to automate a bunch of them. And I think they make the game a lot more fun, personally. Oh yeah, I forgot about the copper tin split there. Okay. So then that should result in more copper, which should result in more copper wire, which should result in more everything. Well, at least more circuits. Now, what can this handle? This can handle 10. Oh, yeah, we need tier 2 blast furnaces. That's what it is. So then eventually we're going to need tier 2 blast furnaces, tier 2 inductions. We designed everything for that. These can only handle 30, but at tier 2 they'll be able to handle 45. And then that makes us more wire coils and more copper sheet coils. Now, I'm grateful they're both running. The way fluid mechanics work, sometimes they wouldn't. Actually, yeah, look, all of them are going to, or all the liquid is going to these. These are all running, whereas these are not all running. So you can see the liquid has priority to this one for whatever reason. It seems to, at least from what I can tell, liquid seems to like to split off rather than go straight with a higher priority. At least that is what I've noticed a lot of times. I know the rules don't really exist, so I have no idea if that's true all the time, but it does seem to happen more often than not. Also, thanks for the follow, Silent Storm. And what's going on with trains? What did I do? What's going on? Why is everything mad at me? Everything's mad. Where are all the trains? Oh, I guess there's a couple picking up ores, because the ores finally started back up again. And yeah, I mean, we're getting to the point where our trains are running often enough that we're using 6 right now. That's kind of exciting. What is this one doing? Oh, he's trying to load up some stone. Makes sense. That makes sense. All right, so we did the thing we wanted to do. What's next? I still want to see... Oh, no, that's the wrong block. Where are my red circuits? Here we go. I still want to see if this runs. I wonder how close we are to having enough wire coils. We've only got 10 stacks, so not very close. Not very close at all. These things come in slowly because they're so condensed. They're so condensed. And what's funny is the steel comes in at the exact same speed because each steel is 4 iron plates equivalent of molten iron. So they come in at the exact same rate as the coils of other things. This is really satisfying to watch, though. I'm very happy with this base so far. I think this is probably the cleanest work I've ever done, if you're not counting all of this. Even this was fairly clean for me, but this is the cleanest things have ever been for Krydex, that's for sure. We do need to think about what's next. I don't want to do blocks, but I probably need to do blocks. And get blocks going on everything. Because we've got the first 2 circuits. We haven't done green circuits yet. What else goes into green circuits again? Green circuits... Oh, it's the stuff. What's it called? Resin. Yeah, and then capacitors. So we need liquid resin, and capacitors are a bunch of tinned wire. So thankfully we have the cheaper tinned wire recipes now, so that'll be a lot cheaper than it was before. So we'll have more efficient green circuits because we're not wasting tons of tin on tinned wire, but they're still more expensive in general. But yeah, I probably should automate all of these again. Well, at least the construction-y ones. So these guys. These guys are used for the science, and I'm kind of okay with the way the base is right now. I may need to connect... You know, I've got this train stop for steel, and I may just need to get the rest of the metals here, and then get rid of all my old metal makers, and just attach everything. So then kind of the production part of this old base is gone, but the bus part is still the same. Because, I mean, this mall is working fine for me for now. I don't really want to remake that quite yet. And then what else could I automate? I guess I could look through this base to get some ideas. So we already did stone and bricks, which is great. We're already doing all the crushing and all the metallurgy, so I don't need to do any of that. We're doing paper. And this was early mall stuff. The earliest of malls. So yeah, I mean, we've done, and this stuff is fine there for now. We just did red and gray circuits, so I don't need to do anything here. Green circuits we are not doing yet. And so yeah, I guess the next, if we're kind of following along in our old footsteps, the next step would be the different types of blocks, the main building blocks of life here. That is the next thing to do. Oh, I don't want to, but I guess we should. So, gotta do that eventually. I also need to look into, with like, what are they called? Construction blocks, for example. These guys, they do all go into the next one. And then you have to add more stuff into it. What's up, Bird? Welcome on in. Welcome back. Yeah, so we're going to need to automate all this stuff to a reasonable number. Not insane, but also more than we're doing already. Oh, construction block. And we need tier 1 to go into some sort of storage, like a mall or something. Yeah, this is tricky. Because construction block 1s go into like tons of buildings, and same with 2s. So eventually we're gonna need these on the train network too. We're gonna need like 50 things on the train network. Part of me maybe is just feeling like I should design a multi-provider station for these things. And whenever I request these, it's gonna need to be like 10 stacks at a time or less, not, 120 stacks like for other things. Well, let's just start. Okay, let's say 5 a second. Is that insane? That looks insane. 33? It's a little too big. 4 a second. 3? Maybe 3 a second. That's better numbers. We'll go with 3 a second for now. And then 3 a second here. The frames each 3 a second. Rivets, girders, and steel and iron grates. Iron rods will come from the stacks. We have the stacks of rods. Steel rods, unfortunately, we don't have the stacks yet. I want to say that's locked behind the next science. Is that right? Steel rod stack. Yes. That is locked behind orange. So we're not going to see that for a long time. So we should call that steel plates. Okay. And I believe we are, yeah, we're down to base ingredients here, which is nice. Oh yeah, Bird, that totally makes sense. Burnout is very easy with Factorio if you're not careful. At least for those of us that can get burnt out more easily. Okay, so that'll be construction block 2. Now I need fluid box block, which is just so hard to say. Fluid box block. That one always gets me. 3 a second on that. We're also going to do... What are the other kinds? Yeah, mechanical block. Couldn't remember the name of that one. And then... So construction has 5 tiers. Electronics has 5 tiers. These each only have 2 tiers, which is kind of nice. And then... I thought there was one more. Is there not one more? Here are all the block types. We've got... Those are... Wait, what are these? Oh, those are construction 2s and frame 2s. These are construction 1s. Fluid and mechanical are the only other 2 types, because here's E-block 1 and 2. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. So these are the only other 2 types, and these will all kind of come from the same... Cut from the same cloth, at least. I probably should automate the frames. I'll keep the steel ones here, but then I'll make all 9 of these construction frames for all of these types somewhere else. And not to mention we have electronics block 2. We want 3 of those. We need more construction frames. Oh my dear sweet baby Jesus. Whew, this is so much. 9 each green circuits and red circuits. More construction frame 2s, which means those should be in their own little block. Ooh, baby. I think that's it though, right? Because we'll split out the construction block 1s. I don't think I'm going to need 2 types of block at a time. And I can always, as I need more later in the game, upgrade all these factories or copy them. What's the total here? We got 80 assemblers. Okay, that's doable. Oh, but I haven't done all the middle ingredients yet. Yes, let us take a look at what that will require. So first of all, let's do the steel frames and the construction frames. I want them to be part of the same block, though. Hey, Apophenia, thanks so much for the Twitch Prime sub. 2 months. It's gone by so fast. Okay, so we've got both kinds of frames in here. Both kinds of grates and girders and rivets. Gosh. And then what was that? Yeah, the stack. Just try to keep things organized here. Okay, so that is the route for the frames. You blame Rampant. Yeah, Rampant definitely can make things difficult. And yeah, Apophenia, I appreciate that. For those of you who don't know, on YouTube or on Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub every month. So you should give it to someone. Whether that's me or not is up to you, but don't leave Amazon's money in Amazon's pockets, you know? Cellulose. I forgot about cellulose. Jeez. I wonder if cable harnesses should be their own... Should cable harnesses be their own thing? Nope. They're used in the servo motors. Yeah, I think cable motors should be supplied by train. Because they're used in enough weird places. Like energy block ones. They're used in cabling, which is used in a million things. So... Now I am curious, because tin cable harnesses make more cabling each. And they might actually be cheaper. Is tin wire cheaper than copper wire? I want to say it is. Or at least it's equivalent. Because you're getting... For 8 plates worth, you're getting 16 wires worth. Yeah, it's the same. So these are basically the same cost. The same amount of cellulose, the same amount of plates. Tin and copper are equivalent plates at this point for me. And the tin wire is equivalent to copper wire. So, light bulb, we should use, to make cabling, we should use the tin cable harnesses rather than the copper. Because this is just the same price. So yeah, that's good. So I will bring in those things from the outside. The frames are here. I'll bring in the circuits from the outside, and I will bring in the batteries from the outside. Oh, I forgot E0. Dang it. And yeah, I'll bring in the grays from outside. So all of this is brought in from the outside. Every bit of it, except the construction frames, which I will do on site. Pipes and mechanical parts I will do on site. So we need to add in these pieces. Axles are horrible right now. Eventually, when steel is way cheaper, I may do that. But for now, gears are the truth. And that's coming from iron rods. So this is all down to its base pieces that we'll have. And this is actually already down to its base pieces. So we're there. Oh my. 148 assemblers later, we will have all of this set up. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Bird, you'll have to... It censors links, so you'll have to kind of separate out what you're trying to say there. And yes, the Hellmod tutorial. Highly recommend it. Oh, shapes. Yeah, shapez.io with the Z. Yeah, that one's really fun. If you guys on YouTube haven't played that, I highly recommend it. It's made by one of the guys who made Factorio, first of all. So, feels very similar in a lot of ways, but there are some really cool elements of it. It's more about... It's almost like a Satisfactory version of Factorio. Like, it's all about the belts and assemblers, basically. There's no trains or anything. And the buildings are there's only a few buildings. There's like... You paint colors onto shapes, and then you put them into the thing at the end, and that you need a certain amount to go to the next level. And you just keep building a bigger and bigger base. It's very fun. Where did I leave my train? That's what I'm looking for right now. Over here. Okay. Oh, and there's mods available for it now? Awesome. Yeah, that's super neat. Yeah, and it's only like $5 or something on Steam, so highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. I need more trains, yo. Let's add some more depots. We are running out of trains. Whoa. That was really close to crashing. We have all the signals right here, yeah? I think so. Yeah, they seem fine. Oh, it's $10 now? Wow. I think it used to be $5. It's definitely worth either price, for sure. So, I would still recommend it at however many bucks it is, assuming it's not 100 or 50 or something ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna keep going here. Add some more stations. Connect everything up. Oh, this is so satisfying. And then we need all of them to go over and up. So they're kind of all doing that same thing. Now what's weird here, yeah, this one's going to have to actually join in with that one. This one can join in with that one. And this one can join in with that one. Okay. Alright. Now they're all called Solids Depot. They all have the LTN Combinator on. I ran out of LTN stations apparently. And it thought I wanted some yellows because it was doing its job copying yellows, but that is not what we want. Because of this. Let me just fix that. Okay, and then this one, get that copied. Alright, and then turn this on. Bam. So I think they're all on. So now I need some more trains. Did I add 4? How many did I add? 3. Yeah, I added 4. So 4 locomotives and 8 cargo wagons. Okay. Crawler loco. Doesn't really matter which one we send them to, but get them all set up here. Put in some coal. Okay. And then you go to... Ooh, there's so many here. Solids Depot. Go for it. Okay. And that should do it. So that'll give me quite a bit more trains on the network. So that should be fine. And these messages tend to scare you because they build up, but they build up because, you know, when you don't have enough trains for one thing, then another thing needs a train, but it can't get it, and so it starts to cascade. And what's interesting is adding one more train might be enough to get rid of all those messages eventually, but they're annoying for a hot second. Okay, so that's all ready to go. Once they fill up with fuel, they'll go fetch things. Why is that one blue? Oh, now it's yellow. Weird. Okay. And I think we will begin designing blocks in here. This nonsense. So we're going to need some more rails. We probably have enough. Some more nanobots, a lot more assemblers, and definitely more belts and inserters. So I will take all of them, because I need 148. And I will take inserters, drop here, and more belts. Refill on everything here. Okay, more inserters. Hey, they filled up. That's nice. Power poles, I need some more. Also, I have some trash I need to get rid of here that will free up a few inventory spaces. I do want the mini loaders. A random combinator is probably not worth it. I need some more lamps. I don't need mining drills in my inventory right now. And then these ore sorting facilities are taking up a lot of squares, along with some copper. I'm not handcrafting a lot these days, so one stack of things should be enough. I have coke for fuel. Okay, that freed up a lot of space. So we'll go with a bunch more power poles. Need some more LTN stops. Fill up the rest of the way on LTN combinators. I think 150 chain signals, 100 regulars. 1,300 rails. Take some more inserters. And finally top it off with something from down here that my brain's not remembering what it is. What am I getting from down here? Shoot. I was just thinking about it. What do I need? It wasn't assemblers, and it wasn't blocks. But what else is even down here? Okay. What did I just think about? Was it more of something? Oh, yeah, lamps. Lamps. Where did I put lamps? I think I did put lamps down here. But where? Mr. Lamps, where are... Maybe I didn't. Maybe I did put it up here. I have no memory of where I put lamps. I don't see lamps on any of these buildings. Where the heck did I put lamps? Yo, where are the lamps at? I know there's these lamps. Is that the same lamps? For some reason I thought I set up a separate... Oh, it's way over here. That's what my brain's remembering. But we also have lamps for the LTN train stops, and so those are right there. I'll take a couple more of these, and then some lamps. I don't need pipes. This is not a fluid-related build, and unfortunately, we're not going to be able to build this build in this episode. So for all of you on YouTube, you're like, I just watched you plan a lot of things and not do a lot of things, but that is Factorio sometimes, especially when you're doing city blocks and more advanced spaces. That can happen. What's going on? Yeah, crushed stone is a big deal right now. And I guess ores. My ores are getting used a lot. That's all good. We like seeing all of that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get this all built, and we'll get the rail stations set in. Oh, look at all that train goodness. And then we'll probably end the episode there. And for those of you here on Twitch, I am going to need to stop streaming for a little bit. Going to take a break. I may or may not be back later. Given what time it already is, I'm leaning towards may not. But there's a new game I really want to try out as well. And so... And not even Foundry. Though I want to play more of Foundry, so there's a lot of things on the list to do. A lot of things on the gaming list. Get it all built. Oh, I'm so thankful for Nanobots. I can't remember the name of it. It just came out. It's in early access, but it's like a, you know, the game is actually playable and good early access, not like we're barely started in making the game. You know, it's like we just want to improve it a lot more through early access. It does not start with Mind or end with Industry, and it is not Battletoads. I literally can't remember the name of it, but it is kind of a Heroes of Might and Magic type game. So more of a strategy, I guess, turn-based strategy type game. I don't know if it's real-time or turn-based, but some sort of strategy game. And I'm excited to try it. I never played a lot of Heroes of Might and Magic when I was younger, and so I don't know a ton about the genre, but it's got pretty good reviews, and I'm excited to try it out, so it will be fun. Oh, you know, I should have pasted this thing in. Whee! Oh, this is so awesome. I love just being able to paste this in and not have to do anything. So nice. Glorious. It is going to do some weirdnesses here, but that won't break anything, so I don't have to care if I don't want to. And I'm going to need some termites, so we will termite this forest away. Again, with the slight annoyance... Oh, I should have grabbed more nanobots. That's what I didn't do. The slight annoyance that termites will not destroy a tree that's marked for deconstruction. Therefore, when you build a blueprint over trees and then do termites, they end up not doing anything. So that's kind of a funny interaction between the two. I would love another nanobots upgrade, but I don't think I'm going to get one until the next tier of science. Must build faster. Fine, I'll build it. Do it myself. Like when Thanos says that. Grabs the glove. I don't have a flamethrower yet, but yes, burning the forest could work, except that it's going to damage everything that I'm trying to build in the middle of the forest. So I'd have to burn it down before I built anything, which would require planning. We all know how I feel about that. Now, I guess one small annoyance of this is it just has to build each box separately, whereas when it's one box, it only takes one little nanobot to build it. I can always help out, I guess. That's pretty easy to help out with. I want to build this. Alright. I think we have gotten there, just about. Just got to get the intersection going. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. I've heard companion drones are kind of overpowered, so I'm not really sure if I want to try them or not. Why is this blinking? That's not good. This is why you don't stand on rails, by the way. Is that in the wrong place in my blueprint? Or was that just in the wrong place already? Oh, that one doesn't exist in my blueprint. Wait, but then how did... Hold on. How did that get there? I'm confused. Because in this blueprint, there is no chain signal underneath a main signal. So that must have already been there, and this signal should just go away now. And oh, okay. I see what that was all for now. Okay, I think we're good. We're good now. Cool. Okay, well, for those of you on YouTube, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next episode.